segment of the show today with Dr. Vivian L. Fuller, who is the athletic director at Tennessee State University. And of course, Dr. Fuller, what we'd like to do during the final 6 minutes that we have here is to give you an opportunity to talk about the sports environment that you're in. I think we indicated that we've got the Tennessee Oilers here. We've got the Predators as a hockey team, and we've got efforts to try to bring in basketball, and there's some speculation that maybe we might have 2 hockey teams. And so there's quite a bit of activity going on within that arena. And how does that impact Tennessee State University, and how can you use that as a mechanism of improving, increasing whatever you're planning on doing?
I think when you look at a media market, first you look at what's in the media market. If I had to put it in 3 categories, I'd say Nashville has professional sports, collegiate sports, amateur sports, high school sports. I think you can pick up the paper any day and you'll see those markets. Does collegiate sports have a niche in the market? Yes. When I think of Nashville, I think of it as the north side of Chicago. We had everything in Chicago, and we still were able to get our teams in the paper. We were able to get our scores printed, etc. What I think has to be done is the city has to continue to embrace collegiate sports, which I think it will. I also think from Tennessee State's standpoint, we cannot let Hell Stadium die. Hell Stadium has too much history. We have to get that stadium some upgrades done, some refurbishing done. And, you know, my vision is to have high school playoffs in that arena because it has too much history to let it just sit still.
Now, have we ever attempted to do that before in terms of
I have no idea, but it doesn't matter what we've done before. It's what you enhance on what our opportunities are. I see an opportunity right now to bring women's soccer into that stadium, men's soccer into that stadium. I also see, working with AAU, some opportunities to bring people on campus as it relates to AAU functions. And also, you never know, working with the Tennessee Oilers, I see an opportunity now to partnership with them and do some things as it relates to what their needs are in that arena. And there's a lot of opportunities. Summer camps, that's another market that we have not niched right now. But I think Tennessee State is unique. It's unique, excuse me, because of its contributions to this state and all of those strong sports officials or sports figures that have come out of there. So we've got to market that.
You know, you mentioned training camps, and of course you were talking about collegiate training camps, but it also reminds me that the Tennessee Oilers spent their training camp last year on the campus of Tennessee State University. And over the last few minutes, why don't you tell us the impact that that had on the campus at Tennessee State University and what you might say to them in reference to trying to have them to come back again and to repeat that next year.
I don't think we actually realized the impact until we saw how all the other institutions around the state started to try to persuade the Oilers to come to them. Anytime you can have a professional team on your campus, it's a major, major impact as it relates to recruiting. One of the things that we're excited about playing Tennessee State and the Tennessee Oilers in the same stadium is how many collegiate players will have an opportunity to play their collegiate career in an NFL stadium. Not a lot. How many collegiate teams have their locker room in the same stadium with an NFL team? So that's a great recruitment tool for us. The other thing, too, the PR. What happens if some child gets the chance to shake an Oilers hand? You know, there's a lot of different programs that the Oilers and Tennessee State can partnership with and do a lot of things that we can bring kids on campus, we can do things, and we can do a lot of things in which we both come out in a win-win situation.
And so there can only be real positives in terms of the relationships with the Tennessee Oilers.
My take on life is that there are no bad relationships, because anytime we can find something positive in it and we can build on that, it's also leading for the future. Because the only thing about today is that once today is gone, it's gone. But everybody has a chance to live for tomorrow.
And the athletic tradition of Tennessee State University, you believe, will live on.
It
will.
will.
Of course, you're going to make that athletic tradition.
Whether it's Vivian Fuller or anybody else, because of that sports tradition, it will live on. But what we plan to do is have a very positive impact in there and move this program to the next millennium.
You know, Dr. Fuller, we've got about 1 minute and 15 seconds left before we end the show for today. And perhaps over this last few seconds that we have, let's have you to make a final comment to perhaps speak of something that you've not had an opportunity, or to simply reinforce an idea over the last 1 minute and 10 seconds that we have.
I think if I wanted to get something out to the public about Vivian Fuller, I would hope that people will understand and can feel the passion that I have for what I'm doing. I would also like for those alums to take a more active role in the program and come back and support us. A big push we will be doing, we're just completing a football schedule, is a season ticket drive. We will be looking at doing packaging. We will also be looking at doing some creative type things as it relates to getting people in this arena, because this is our last year in Hale Stadium. So I ask people to come out and let's take this last year all the way we can with Hale.
Well, Dr. Fuller, let me thank you on behalf of this station for coming back by and giving us that information today. And as I said earlier, that we've had a